hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Stroud looking to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Mixing up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's into space past the 25. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2 yards to go, second down.
You've been excused, brother.
Jackson will throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In motion, Aguilar. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Stroud. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a second and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They rarely give penalties in this game. I ain't never seen a penalty.
Let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Jackson now. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Stroud. Flushed out right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start with a give to Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Henry up the middle, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Henry again on second down. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stroud to throw it. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.